Hey everybody, it's Ever back here with Hood Time Welding. Today we're actually sort of doing a combination update on a previous job and showing you how things turned out. So I looked it up, it's about 8 months ago. I did hard facing on a stump grinder, and today it came back because the customer, uh, sorry, there's one or two stress cracks the customer found from using it. And I mean, he's been using it pretty regularly. It's a weekend thing for him that he does the grinding, but like I said, I think he's still been using it pretty regularly. I've seen him posting pretty regularly on thing. So let's go ahead and show you. Well, first, when I first did this video, I explained to everybody, hey, I've never done this where the one rod I was using is called Wear Shield, and I'd never used it before. I'd done some hard facing, but nothing on something like this. So I wasn't too sure how it was gonna turn out. So it's actually pretty interesting to see how things turned out, how it's been going, and that. So let's go ahead and get you turned around here. So you can actually see the weld I got built up here. Before this weld, let me use this, or these teeth were worn, so they were actually below the level of these. And I built them up to about 8 to 3/16 above. So you can see that's still holding up pretty good. Let's do another one here. This one, and it was sort of hard to get these perfect because they were dipping them down. If you go back to my old video, which I'll include in the description here, yeah, they were pretty beat up. So I got this one circled. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see this crack forming right here. And the customer's worried about, that cracking off. There was a second crack. Let me just find it. I had it circled. Oh, right here. So you can see this one right here. Right here starting to form. So what we're going to do is we're going to back grind these. I fill them up to level, just about level with 7018, and then I'll put the coat of wear shield over top. The process for doing this is, well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and wire brush everything, make sure I don't find any more cracks. And then the process I used was I preheat this to 200 degrees with my torches. Then, like I said, I backfill, get it close with 7018, and then I put the other rod on. And we're also going to look to make sure we don't see any places where it's wearing down extra. But yeah, I actually had to go back to the old video to look up exactly how I'd done it and how I'd figured out how to do it. So hey, like I said, that was the first time I did it, so I still had to look up for myself. It was nice I made my YouTube video. So we're going to go ahead, get it wire brushed, see if we find any more spots, and then get those ground out, weld them up, and that'll be all. So, all right, let's get going. as I was grinding, I got thinking, I want to show you where these cracks are coming from. What it is each one of these sections here are welded in all the way. I'm trying to give you a good view so you can see. So they're welded all the way around. And I think what happens is this weld wears down or weakens up, and then that's where it cracks out. So right down there, I'm getting into the joint of where this meets the main wheel. So there, let's see if we can see. So this one's the same thing. You can see, well, you know what? These ones, I'm not, no, they're the same thing, sorry. Anyways, this is the joint where they welded this section right here into the main wheel. So like I said, that weld's getting worn down. And I had some plate on, or some of the wear shield on it, but I must have not quite caught it all the way or something, and it cracked out on this side. So that's where we're seeing these cracks come from. It's not like my weld, it's just from these wearing down and that weld wearing down. So, like I said, I'm grinding them down till I get to that, and you can see the cracks opened up all the way right there. So what I'll do is I'll run that past the 7018 into those, fill it up just about flush, and then we'll put some of that wear shield on it so that it protects the weld underneath. But yeah, I just want to show you guys where these cracks are coming from, so you're not like, oh, you're just a crappy welder, this is all your fault. It's not. It's from the original welds on here, and they're just getting wore down from this thing getting used so much. So anyways, let's continue. We got them set up for another little while. I don't know why I was getting those pinholes. I don't know if I was just trying to go too wide. There's a bit of a breeze. I'm not sure. But it should be alright. I've got a couple here that had some pinholes in it that did fine. You can see these pockets down in here where I fixed them, filled them right up. You might be wondering why I grind off the sides a little bit, and it's just because we're always trying to keep everything in with the width of the wheel here. Because you got to worry about balance with these things. But yeah, another one with a couple. I don't know. I just don't get a chance to play with this stuff enough to get my technique totally down. And then this one totally blew out in this corner. I was just going to put some wear shield on it because I didn't see any cracks. And when I came up to here, we got just enough penetration that we got down into that pocket here. And all that pressure just blew everything right out. And I had to sort of play with it a little bit to get it to close up. But all in all, like I was saying last time, or like I said at the beginning of the video, this lasted him for another 8 months. I think coming in here, getting 2-3 hours of work on it, and he gets another 6 to 8 months out of it. It's probably pretty cost effective than buying a whole new wheel. And each time it comes in, I'm learning a little bit better how to use that wear shield. So, yeah. Oh, and I will try to remember to put the link for the last video when I did the whole thing in the description. So look for that if you're interested. But anyways, any comments, questions, concerns, anything you want to say? I love hearing from you. Big thumbs up if you liked the video, and we'll catch you on the next one.